Happy Aloha Friday to everybody from Waikiki. How are you? Where are you all watching from? Hello. Hello, Marianne. Let me know if the audio and video, the video looks great. The audio, you'll have to let me know. Just give me a 1 in the comments if the audio is coming through. Should be coming through perfectly. If it's a little low, we can turn it up a little bit. Hello, Jennifer from Phoenix, Arizona. We'll let a few more people get in here and you guys can let us know where you'd like to go. The audio is good, fantastic. Here's the Ohana East Hotel. Right across from King's Village, the old King's Village. It's now torn down and going to be a new, I've heard it's going to be a hotel or condos. I've heard it both ways. Hello, Kat. Hello, Marianne, Rosie, Gracie, Angela. I'm just going to do a random walk down here on this corner because I need to check something out for myself real quick. But from there, we can go anywhere you guys would like to go. We can go that way towards Diamond Head through the parks, see some of the hotels along the beach walkway, or we can go that way, go down towards Hilton Hawaiian Village, some of the resorts down there, walk by some of the food trucks, Royal Hawaiian Shopping Mall, whatever it is you guys would like to do. That's King's Village right there. That's where it used to be. It's now torn down, obviously. That's the Hyatt. And right there in the bottom is one of the 3 ABC stores you'll find here in Waikiki. Very rare sighting. This is the Kailani Hotel. Let me walk through here. I'll walk through this back side because I need to go over that way anyway and let you guys take a look if you like. Okay, we can go through the Hyatt Regency. I'll just take whatever random suggestions you guys like, and then we'll, if it's not too far out of the way, I don't mind walking the distance. I just want to make sure we're going to have some interesting stuff along the way. Splash Bar, fantastic bar if you ever want to get at a bar that's kind of off the beach and kind of off the beaten path a little bit. They have great great happy hour here too as well. But there's a bunch of those. There's a bunch of great great bars, some with decks. Most of the good ones are on decks that have great views. Waikiki, Twin Fin, Moana Surf Rider, a bunch of them actually. I just need to go right through here. I needed to come and see this before we streamed, but I got distracted, and so I apologize. We were a couple minutes late for the stream, but I just need to check something here real quick. Oh yeah, the candy store Dillon's. Hang on one second, please. All right, okay. All right. I'm done with what I need to do. All right. Believe it or not, this is one of the most popular traffic-wise stores along this street right there, the Crocs store. I hate to say it, but I am not a Crocs fan. If you are, fantastic. I just do not see it. Wouldn't wear them for $1,000. No chance. So how would you guys like to go through Hyatt? We haven't gone through the Hyatt in a long time on a live stream, and we're right across the street. How about we go through the Hyatt, and then we'll come out the other side and we'll go through we'll go to that Dylan's Candy Shop. If you've not been in that Dylan's Candy Shop, that is something to take a few minutes off of your day and see. It's pretty impressive. Just about any type of candy you can think of, and many that you can't think of, are in that store. And we'll go take a look at it. Yeah, it is. It's pretty empty. That store is most of the time, or a lot of the time. Sergio, I don't know if Sergio is out here. If you let me know who Sergio is and where he's supposed to be, we can go find out. Are you talking about the Moana Surf Rider? I was actually looking for the general manager. Was supposed to be standing out there. I texted with him earlier, and I was going to see if he was over there. I was going to run over and say hello with you guys, and so you could meet him, but he was not there. He said he was going to be standing outside, and that sucker wasn't. Oh, Stephanie, you did. You took the trolley? Yeah, that trolley's pretty slick. All right, guys, throw out some stuff that you want to see if you kind of know about where we are, what area we're in, but just let me know. We're doing just a random, this is your tour, not mine. I know this place. There's usually a live band playing right up here. Maybe it's too early in the day. Oh, Sergio. Oh. Here's their infamous or famous waterfall, I should say. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, where did you drive, Stephanie? Did you go around the, did you do an around the island tour or drive it yourself? It can be a hot, that's what I was saying, man. You know, unless you hire a driver, and I mean, we're very lucky. We actually have a driver that we can take, and we pay him the same amount every day, whether he takes us around or he does nothing. So he takes us, drops us off where we want to go, and then he deals with the parking, which he actually doesn't. He really just drives around, and then we text him when we're ready to be picked back up. This is I'll just show you the other side of the Hyatt. It's right here, looking back that way. Yeah. This is Dylan's Candy Shop. It's actually, I'll just do a real walkthrough. Yeah, the trolley. I'm just going to do a slow here. There are some benefits to taking your own car on the on your driving or the around the island driving tour. You're able to go directly up to the entrance on a number of places. For example, Turtle Bay Resort. You know, if you have a car, you could take it right up. You still have to valet it. That's $35 just to go in and have a drink or have lunch or whatever you want to do there. But to me, if money is not a big object, hire someone who's just a private guy, not a private tour guy, because he's going to take you places where he gets benefits. Hire a guy that can drive you around the island and go exactly where you want to go, and he'll stop and start where you want to go. That guy would cost you about, I think it's about $150 for the day, which is, it may seem like a lot, but when you talk about what it's going to cost you to drive your own car and to do the tour that you're not familiar with, and you have to get in and out of the car yourself, and you have to find parking, as opposed to having a private driver do all that for you, To me, it's not even I think I'm hearing it's 175 a day. I would pay that times 5 to not have to park or drive my own car or to take the bus, to be honest with you. Oh, you're at Turtle Bay now, Kathy? Oh, fantastic. Have a margarita for us on that back beautiful patio by the pool. Yeah, this is Dylan's Candy Shop. It's literally across the street from Waikiki Beach right there. No, it's the drive around the Circle Island tour to me is one of the best things to do, not just because you get to see all of the island, but every time we do it, you know, and we have new visitors, we do it twice. We do it one way, one day, and we do it the other way the next day, or we wait a day, put it in between. And the reason we do that is because you see so many things on your first trip that you want to do on the second trip that you missed. The biggest challenge is that there's probably about 5 places that you're going to want to stop. You're going to want to stop that are just a nightmare to get parking at. That's the only issue. That's Dylan's Candy Shop. You guys have gone all the way through it now. Let's go out onto Waikiki and see what's happening here. I need to reset something here, so just hang on 1 second, please. All right, I'll just, Tamara, hello again. Alan. Kathy again. Hello, Tom. Sorry, man, I don't know what's going on with your Facebook user handle, but as long as you put Tom on there, I know who you are. Yeah, to me, if it were me, if I were staying 7 days or longer, probably 5 days longer. If I was staying 5 days or longer on Oahu, I'd plan on doing 2 days in a drive around the island tour. The reason being is that in that 2 days, you can actually stop and see a lot of the things that you want to see. Dole Plantation, Polynesian Cultural Center, Kualoa Ranch. And I would do Kualoa and Polynesian Cultural Center in the first, you know, probably the first half of the day. And that's going to take you from early morning to at least 1 or 2 o'clock. And then, you know, you may want to do that towards the end of the day and go to the luau at Polynesian Cultural Center. But you can actually bury a full day at Polynesian Cultural Center and Kualoa Ranch. Here, we'll cross here so you can see the beach. All right, let me know any requests. We're just going to go over here to Duke's statue because I know there's one viewer that likes to see this every time we come by it. They could see it 50 times in a row. They love seeing it, so I certainly don't mind showing it. There you go. Here's a better shot of it this way. That's the better shot, I think, right there. Do you guys want to go out to Surfers Pier, or you want to walk down by Barefoot Beach Cafe? You want to go back towards the other way, towards Hilton Hawaiian Village? It's a beautiful Friday afternoon here. I know it's late in the day for most of you guys, so you tell me. I don't even know that. I could guess, but I'd be wrong. And it probably says it on that plaque, and I probably read it a bunch of times. I just can't tell you what that actual date is. I'll look on it next time and let you know. Yeah, we can probably go see if there's turtles. That's going to be back the other way. Let me look at actually the water looks pretty good for turtles. It's not too high and it's not rough at all. It's been pretty rough the last couple of days. Yeah, there's a plaque. There's a plaque on two sides of it actually. The Duke's cam. What's that? Oh, the live webcam from Duke's restaurant and bar on the back over there. Is that what you're talking about? Here, let's go over this way real quick. And then we'll go back the other way if you like. If that's something you guys want to vote on and decide you want to go see, try and go see some turtles. If we want to go see turtles, we'll need to go back towards Hilton Hawaiian Village area and then go along the water wall, the wave wall walkway, which we just did the other day. But if you guys want to see it, no problem for me. Yeah, here's the. Oh, there's a. I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware there's a webcam across there. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. I think the tree is like 2 years old. They just planted it a couple years ago. Aloha, Sandy. Hey, Stephanie, did you receive one of the gift cards from Duke's, or just one of the gift cards that we gave away? Are the Amazon gift cards? Your name sounds familiar to me for having won one of those gift cards. Hello, still Tom. I figured it was you. Hello from North Carolina, or aloha from North Carolina. I assume you guys want to see the beach as opposed to people walking in front of me, right? It's been seasonably slower as far as traffic goes, and visitors coming into town. That's how it is the first week or two of September. Check this out. You'll never see this, or you won't see this very often. That's for sure. Check that out. Cheeseburger in Paradise is closed. I wonder why. There's a sign on the door. We can go over there and find out why, but I've never seen that, except for late at night when they should be closed. I did not hear back or read back from Stephanie. So Stephanie, if you responded about the gift card, I apologize. Can you let me know? I mean, just out of curiosity's sake. Well, you know what? I said the surf wasn't that high, but it actually is. Yeah, it's actually pretty high for the turtles anyway. The turtles are not likely going to be where they normally are. But if you like, we certainly can go down there. We cover a lot of ground between here and there, so you can certainly see them. I mean, so you could certainly see a lot if we go that way. Sandy, you're talking about going there to Cheeseburger in Paradise? Yeah, I would save your money. I would go to Bonsai Burger. Bonsai Burger. is far, far, far and away better than Cheeseburger in Paradise. But Cheeseburger in Paradise is it's it's fun to say I went there. So if that's why you're going, then go there and enjoy it. But as far as quality of food, Bonsai Burger on Kuhio next to Duke's Food Hall is superior, in my opinion. Yeah, we've gone to that monkey pod several times. It's fantastic. Whoops, sorry about that. I know it was too fast. Here, now we'll do it. Do it this way. Yeah, it's moderate. The tide is moderately high. You see the that water wall, that break wall right there. That usually the water line is usually when it's at low tide, it's about 2 feet below that. You've probably seen a number of our pictures and videos to show that. So it's up a little bit higher. So those turtles are not going to be in exactly the places that we think they would be, but that doesn't mean we can't go give it a shot. Can you guys see the fish in the? Those look like little trigger fish, tiny ones. Not tiny, they're only about 3 feet or 3 inches long. This lady's trying to catch some of those fish. All right, let's try this in a professional way. I was actually doing something with my other hand, so let's give this a shot. Here you go. That didn't go right either. Anyway, you get to see it. I wouldn't eat a triggerfish. You guys, we can go out on the other surfers pier over there, or go back the other way and try and see if we can't scare up some sea turtles. See if they're out swimming around. Now is the right time of day. I just don't think the water quality is what is going to pull them up or pull them closer to the shore. It's up to you. Yeah, we did the LOI the other day. It's just boring. You know, it's a beautiful shot for about 20 feet, but then it's boring after that. We actually did the walk down the LOI, and then we did down Kapahulu, and looked at a bunch of the restaurants and stores, and we walked to Safeway along the way up there. Oh yeah, your walk on LOI? Yeah. We do that as well. We actually come down Kalakaua, do the loop, and then back around Diamond Head Base most days. No, the Elvis statue is at, oh no, that was Prince Kuhio. That statue. There's a statue of Elvis at Hilton Hawaiian Village. Some people think that's Elvis in the international marketplace, but it's not. It's Don Ho. But it's who you want it to be. Take a picture of it if you want and say who you think it is, you know. See, the water looks pretty calm, but it's high. Turtles don't really like it that high where we're going. I mean, they like it high in other places, or I should say deep, to be accurate. They like it deeper. But where we're going, the algae and the coral that they eat off of is right about 2 feet off the surface, and that they like that, especially in that strength of water, or that current, I should say. There's eggs and things. The Waikiki Circle Hotel, we talked about that the other day with regards to it being an affordable option. But it still is comparative to other hotels that are just on the other street. Like, I believe the Waikiki Circle Hotel is about the same rate as the Hilton Garden Inn, which is exactly right across back behind it. If you could see through that building, it's about back behind it. So it's about the same price as Hilton Garden Inn, but it's older, and it's not as you know. I mean, the appointments aren't as good, but you're paying for being one street closer to the beach. So you're paying, let's say, you know, $225 per day for a not as nice hotel, but you're one street closer, which is exactly how you would imagine it would work out. So if you'd rather be in a nicer hotel but one street off, Hilton Garden Inn is a good option. If you need to be right up close and you want to pay a little bit more for a lesser hotel, then the Hotel Circle Inn, or the Hotel Circle Hotel, is a good option. Waikiki Beachcomber is another better option. It's right on Kalakaua, and it's about the same rate, but the rooms are a little bit smaller, and you won't get a kitchen in the rooms for that rate. Just to give you some comparisons if you're curious. Well, we'll wait a few minutes and then go find out the date of this statue. No, that doesn't say when the statue was put up. It just says when the dates of his life, born and passed away dates, and I didn't read them. Who remembers when they put in this, the little tide pool for washing off your feet, and for the birds and homeless people, I guess? I don't know. But people use it to wash their feet off, to get the sand off. There's the Hyatt again, coming back this way, and all these shops. We showed you that the Christmas store the other day. That's such a hugely popular. We're probably going to run that mini tour again on the Facebook page because it was just so insanely popular. Had like 200,000 engagements or something on that. You know, like 2,000 to 3,000 people shared it. It was pretty wild that that store gets that much engagement. Yeah, the police are really big on a presence here in Waikiki. I mean, man, when even the smallest infraction happens, you know, they'll send 8 cars if they have to, especially here in Waikiki, because it's so easy to get to someplace when there's something going on. I mean, it's only 3 or 4 blocks wide and, you know, so many blocks long, and they have a pretty big presence here. So to send that many cars is pretty easy to do. We're at the Moana Surf Rider. Do you guys want to go in and go to the back? We do that every time we come by here. So I don't know if you're just tired of seeing it, or we can just continue on to the water walkway. Let me know. I'll wait a few minutes. Just so you know, there's a delay of about 10 to 15 seconds between the time you type and it actually shows up in the comments. So I'm not ignoring you. It just takes that time. Oh, you guys want to go the blue note? Okay. All right, let's give that a shot. Let's go in here. We were just here yesterday. We had the twice a year beer here yesterday, believe it or not. Someone told me that someone had commented that this place was run down, that they need to redo it. And I do not know what they were talking about, because they keep this place up ship shape. We used to do this hotel's website for years, and the Sheraton Hawaii website for years. Oh, that's right. It's after 3 o'clock, so they have the music already started. Since we're here, we'll do that. We'll walk through the. There's a beach area. There was a debate the other day online with some of our members about this being the first or the second hotel in Waikiki, and it's actually the second hotel in Waikiki. The San Sochi was the first hotel. The music is good. The challenge with having you listen to music on the stream is that their speakers are on a different gain than what ours is on our mics, so it cancels it out, so you hear the cutting out too much. This is one of our favorite coffee places besides Starbucks, just because Starbucks is open early. But this place is really cool to sit there. You could sit in that window right there, or the other window, or take your coffee and sit on the front porch there, or the back patio, and enjoy your coffee, you know, early in the morning. It's a pretty fun thing to do, and it's a great coffee. Well, yeah, Tamara, you have to pay. I mean, you could stand there and listen to it, but I mean, it's, you know, get a beer for 9, 10, 12 bucks and enjoy, you know. They're there doing music, so yeah, just pay a little bit and enjoy it. We'll go inside the Blue Note. We went up there the other day and to Hula Grill. I think we streamed up there. I'm not sure if we did or not, but I'll show you where it is anyway. there's a front side of International Marketplace for you. This Sunrise Cafe is, there's actually a couple of locations. There's one that's on the way to North Shore. It's right on the roadside. It's actually very, very popular. It's kind of a, it's a kind of an icon from a photo perspective. There's a lot of photos of it online just because of its the way it's set up. So here's Blue Note. You know, Blue Note, when they first started out, they were pretty much a, I don't know, they just focused on jazz for some, and that kind of carried the name for a long time because I guess people who note with jazz, and they've actually changed that a little bit. They've gotten more to, you know, higher end entertainers. They've done comedy, some, you know, big names with comedy. And so here's their little promo video right there. They really pushed the Hula Grill and Blue Note together. It's just because they're so close together. But here's Hula Grill. I don't want to go walking up and stick it on in front of people's faces, so just so you can take a look through there. Pretty good. Very nice restaurant, very good bar. You could take bar drinks out on the patio out there if you have an appetizer, and it's a great view. It's right above Duke's. Here's some of the historic shots of Waikiki. Duke and Shirley Temple. I'm not expecting you to read any of that. I'm just doing it for you to take a look at. And there's Blue Note. Here's the concierge and planning, activities planning, and all that kind of stuff for and some of the check-in and that thing. You know, you can see, you know, there's a lot of reselling of tours and stuff. That's why, you know, it's a little, it's not off-putting, but it's a little concerning, I guess, when we read that so many of the members and followers on the Facebook page are just stressing out about planning all their activities and, you know, before they come. And, you know, to each their own for sure. Since we're right here, let's go to Duke's. It's the obligatory thing to do, I guess. But anyway, people get so caught up in planning every single day or every single hour of their visit, and that's just a mistake. It just really is. We talked about this on almost every stream, but it's actually worthwhile. It's worth covering again, in my opinion, simply because there's so many tours and so many activities that you can plan and take advantage of when you get here. You know, there's going to be so many things that you're going to see on a daily basis that you want to do, but if you fill up your days with tours and activities that you've already pre-planned and reserved and paid for in many cases, you're not going to have the opportunity to go do those spur of the moment things that in many cases is a better better activity and more fun too, you know. So that's just something for you to think about. You know, don't fill up your days. And
I know lots of places called apparently pay with card.
we'll go down there in just a second, but I'll let you see it just from here. This is the way to enjoy the music at Duke's right here. Just grab your table. It looks like it's about 90% full up top. Sorry about the music. I know you're getting a lot of reverb, but yeah, that's the way to do it. Maybe if we're back this far away, you can hear the music and not get blown away by it. That's the Royal Hawaiian on the other side. We'll do a quick look in here. I don't want to just jam it in there so people see. Yeah, there's about 2 or 3 empty tables, but that's going to be taken up by reservations. Like right now, it'd be difficult to get a table, but you can get a seat at the bar probably, or maybe people this time of day is when it starts filling up with actual reservations. Yeah, Nicole, that's the best approach. I use that approach wherever I go, whether it's Hawaii or Mexico or anywhere. We don't book up our time with reservations of tours. We pick like 1 or 2 things that we know we have to go see, we have to reserve. Other than that, especially here, there are tours. Someone mentioned someone selling tours on the side of the street. There's probably 5 offices or storefronts here in Waikiki, and they're selling luau's. They're selling concerts and kayak tours and bus tours and Circle Island tours, and they're selling those because they have access to them because they booked them themselves. So you can, if you want to get a tour that you couldn't find otherwise, that's where you can find them. Or you can simply just go to the place directly. Go to the activity of the tour or the venue or landmark directly. And I always say your first visit to Oahu or Maui or any of the islands is just research for doing your second trip, because you're going to be so overwhelmed, you're almost going to black out in the first couple of days, and it's going to go by like a shot. You won't know what you did and when you did it. But you will know the next few days after that. You'll start planning your next trip and say, oh, those are the places I want to go and see, or maybe you want to go to a different island. Anyway, that's my opinion. Maybe you guys have something else in mind. Peggy, is it safe to buy from those guys? Well, if you want my honest answer, I would say, just to answer that question specifically, is it safe? Yes. I mean, it's not like you're going to buy from them and it's going to be a bogus tour or anything like that. I just don't care for them, to be honest with you. I just don't like them. I think they're just kind of seedy. I don't think there's anything wrong with buying and reselling tours. That's not the case at all. But it's their method in which they do it. I'm not a big fan of that at all. It's just like, I know it may not seem like a nice thing to say, but it's very timeshare-ish in my opinion. I know it's not at all the same type of product being sold, but I'm not a fan of that. And they're just kind of and you know they're doing their job. They're trying to sell something. They're trying to sell a tour, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just a little sales pitchy, and I just don't care for that, the way they do it. Because I've heard their sales pitch. I hear how they pull people in, and they kind of BS them. You know, I've heard them talk to people that are just, you know, they want to buy a tour for their family, and you know, the guys who are selling it are just, you know, the 2 or 3 people that I know, I'll be candid, they're dirtbags. I wouldn't stand next to them. I wouldn't associate with them. I certainly wouldn't buy anything from them. So, but as far as the tours go, if they sell it to you, you're going to be able to go on the tour. It just, I don't like how they do it. I'll leave it at that. Method and attitude, you're exactly right, 100%. You know, and I don't care that they're making more money. You know, they're adding a premium onto their tours. 100% make all the money you can. If they can sell for double or triple or quadruple what they paid for it, and you buy it, and you can look back and say, hey, I had a good time, that's what constitutes a fair deal. No matter what I sell it to you for or what you buy it for, if you buy it around the island tour for $500 and you go on that trip and you say, man, I think that was the best trip I've ever had in my life, but you should have paid 125 for it. Was it fair? Yeah, it was fair, you know, in my opinion. But it's the fact that when they do that, that's different. It's different than being moral, in my opinion. And they are going to charge you a little bit more for their tours and things like that, but you could do a better job on your own. Alan, I don't understand your question. Oh yeah, the hop on, hop off. That's the hop on, hop off for me is the best dollar for dollar value activity that you can do, other than obviously you're spending money on it. So the free things like seeing turtles or monk seals or going scuba diving or snorkeling on your own, those types of things, those are free. So they don't figure in to my comment here. But the hop on, hop off, value for value, dollar for dollar is the best thing you can do in Waikiki. Just because you get a free tour out of it, you can hop on, you know, you can get on in Waikiki, drive, take the bus or the trolley or the bus all the way down to downtown Honolulu, you know, go to Chinatown, and in every 15 to 20 minutes, another bus tour or something comes along, you can get on it, go to another destination, and it's costing you about, I think the pass for 6 days is $75. And I think for 1 day is $35, and you get a free day with that, with the Waikiki trolley. And it's a tour you're able to, you know, the drivers give you a really good explanation of what's going on and what to see, what to do, you know. So I think it's a great deal. Were you asking, do we sell tours, Alan? The trolley has wooden seats, but the high bus has padded seats, if I remember. Oh, tour with me? No. You don't want to tour with me. I'm telling you, you'd want to kill yourself at the end of an hour. There's actually a trolley right here in front of us. Hopefully we can get there before it takes off and you can take a look at it. This is the pink, I think it's the pink line. But you can see it's open air, it's double decker. The tour guide driver does a great job. There it is, pulling away. High bus, sorry about that. My enunciation wasn't ideal. High bus, H-I-B-U-S. The high bus is not double decker. The high bus is like a regular bus. It's only the Waikiki trolley that is double decker and open air like that. But they both have tour guides as drivers. It's not that hot. It's covered on top. Yeah, we don't sell tours or anything like that. We're going to off the website, but our tour selling is going to be different than what these other clowns sell. Let them do what they're going to do. We're doing something different. We're not going to, it's not going to be a percentage like, you know, if we buy a tour and then resell it, we're going to buy wholesale. Like we'll buy, for example, we'll buy, you know, 500 luau's for 125 bucks or something like that. And then because we're buying that many, they sell it to us for a lower price. And then we just pass that a little bit of savings on to you. And, you know, that's not our source of revenue for the website. As a matter of fact, it's not going to be a revenue generating website by focus. It's going to be more of a service website. We just want it to be the very best Hawaii travel website that's out there. It's not going to be, you know, we made $10,000 today. Let's try and make 11,000 tomorrow. That's not the case. And we're not going to offer every luau, every tour, every hotel, everything on that website. We're going to be offering very, you know, not very select, but mostly select hotels that we've stayed in that we can actually stand behind and tell you that we're confident you're going to have a good time there. You know, we didn't do. We walked right past our entry to get to the water wall. So let's go back and do that. It's only a few minutes. We'll walk back. My apologies. I was rambling on and should have been paying attention. I'll be quiet for a few minutes now. After the first of the years when we're going to have the first phase of the website ready to go. Because we'll be buying things in bulk. You know, I don't want to make it seem like we're going to be the cheapest in town and that type of thing. That's not at all what I'm saying. But because we're going to be able to buy in bulk and we're going to be doing a lot of things for the luau's and tours and things like that, they're going to give us incentives. Like, for example, I'll just give you an example that actually happened right just a couple weeks ago. And all this is just because my former agency used to do so much work with these hotels, tours, not so much the tours, but the hotels for sure, and the airlines like Hawaiian Airlines and Alaska Airlines. So I just happen to have a relationship. It's no other reason than that, you know, so I don't want it to make it seem like it's anything more than that, to be honest with you. But we'll buy, you know, certain amount of air miles on Alaskan, you know, maybe 10, 20, 30, 50,000 miles or something like that. We'll pay for it in advance. And then as a result of that, we're able to get, you know, a couple of, you know, maybe 5, 6 or dozen round trip tickets, but the round trips are from certain destinations in North America. It's not every destination. So let's say, for example, they'll give us 5 from Dallas, 5 round trips from LA, 5 round trips to New York. So we will, I mean, we could resell those to you guys, you know, make $500 or $600 or $800, but I'd rather give them to you. You know, maybe take a dozen of you and do a contest or do a cool sweepstakes giveaway or something like that and just give them to you. Because the amount, and I'm just telling you the bare bones, the amount of money that we would make on those airline tickets is negligible in comparison to the goodwill that you'll have towards, you know, us by giving you a free round trip. You know what I mean? So if you were to receive a free round trip from going to Hawaii, we wouldn't be able to shut you up about how good of a experience it was, and you know, and it's worth the $1,200 or $1,500 or whatever it is that we would otherwise make on those stupid tickets. Same thing with the hotels. You know, you may pay for your airfare, but we could give you like a 7-day stay at Hilton Hawaiian Village or a 5-day stay at Moana Surf Ride or something like that. Yes, we can make $400 or $500. I don't care about $400 or $500. I'd rather you sing our praises and say, oh my God, I was able to stay at a much better hotel and have a much better time with my family. And here's the website that did it. And they did such a great job. And, you know, you can't buy that type of goodwill, in my opinion. And that's the way we're going to run things. It may cut out here in just a minute because we're kind of deep in the hotel, but it'll refresh right on the other side over here. Boy, the one thing you never really get tired of is the smell of the ocean. I wish you guys could smell it. You can smell the ocean just running through that lobby. It's pretty refreshing. There's one of our favorite bars right there for happy hour. Here's the back patio area. We'll just go on this one side over here real quick just because I want to check some of the water quality because I can pretty much tell from here if the turtles are going to be out. Not 100%. Yeah, it's a little too rough. Gosh, darn it. But let us look. Give me just a minute to look here and I can kind of tell. Yeah, it's going to be way too rough for them. I mean, they can sustain themselves in this type of a surf, but it's not ideal for them. And they really go for the area, the location of least resistance to get their food. Check out these kids. They love those waves. Okay, we'll give this walk over here a little bit of time and see if it looks any better. It's not going to be any better down the wall here, but we'll go there anyway. Yeah, just to draw kind of put a bow on what I was saying before. In no way think that I'm trying to tell you that we're going to be giving everything away for free and everything's a contest, everything's a sweepstakes, and that's not the case at all. But the way we're going to grow our website will be like we grew our Facebook and continue to grow our Facebook page and our group, which we haven't made many of these efforts recently just because we haven't needed to, but we're going to start them back up in November. But doing giveaways and like these gift cards we've given away on streams a couple of times, they're just goodwill and it just makes it fun. We like doing those types of things. Hang on one second. Let me show you. I'll show you this cool view over here. There you go. Who wants to spend your afternoon right here, huh? This is the Edge Bar at Sheridan Waikiki, and they shut this sucker down about 5 o'clock, which is crazy to me. Why they do that, I have no idea. We'll be able to see the Mai Tai a little bit right up close. Well, the surf is coming in pretty hot and heavy right in here. Here. Yeah, we're not, well, I shouldn't. So I was going to say we're not going to be able to get across over on this other side, but let's take a look. We'll know in just a minute. Hey there. Is it too rough to go out? No? Okay. Oh, is it really? Okay, cool. This is the back of the Halakalani, if you're not familiar with it. There's a guy out there swimming. If he doesn't get past that break right out there, he's going to be in a bit of a riptide. Not a true riptide, but he'll get caught up in that current for sure. All right, let's see if we can jump off this wall onto the other wall without slipping or getting drenched. How's that? There you go. Timed that perfectly. I need to buy a lottery ticket. This is where we need to jump across from there. Back from here. Do we do it? Of course we do it. Easy breezy. God, I timed that just perfect. I never do that. I never time it that well. You know what I thought we might be able to do is actually go into Monkey Pod and sit at their bar and point the camera out towards the ocean and maybe give you guys a view, and we'll share a longboard together if you want. Or we could just go down the road a little bit, go down to Steak Shack and walk down to Hilton Hawaiian Village, whichever you guys would like to do. This, just to give you guys some bearings, we're coming up on the outrigger, which will be on our left. On the right, going around the corner, is the Waikiki Beach Walk, Roy's, Ruth's Chris, Yard House. Depends on how long we stay. We may walk back that way, or we may just end it. Let me show you. Yeah, and the Imperial is that way. That's it. That's the Waikiki Beach Walk that way. We've been there a number of times. And then this way is the outrigger. Battery's good. We'll go back to Monkey Pod anyway, just so you can take a look at it. We don't have to go in and have a beer, look at the view. We can just show you what it looks like. Oh, we already passed that, Angela. I'd love to. But that's the Royal Hawaiian. We're just past that. You know, I don't know how they're going to do this. I mean, they're obviously doing it well. You have the Outrigger bar and music right here. Very, very popular. They've got a new band coming in at 5 or 5:30, I believe it is. They said on that sign back there. But they have the Monkey Pod, which also has live music and also has a bar and a restaurant. And they're only about 200 feet apart. But there's a lobby check-in area, which I'm sure most of you have seen. Yeah, we'll do it next time. We do it often. You know, we're ready to start going to other destinations, like around Diamond Head and Kahala Resort and North Shore. But there's the Monkey Pod restaurant right there and bar. Yes. There it is right there. Yeah, it's a good call to not come in here or not stream from the bar. It looks pretty full. But that's it. It's a beautiful place. It's huge. Because they have so much seating, the chance of you getting sat without reservations is really, really high. Okay. Okay, so we can start going back the other way, go around Waikiki Beach Walk, or we can go to just the edge of Hilton Hawaiian Village. It's up to you guys. You decide. But we're going to go out on this back little balcony here real quick while you guys decide. Right up there is where the turtles would be, but they're not going to be in that choppy weather or choppy water. There's the world famous Steak Shack. Man, it smells so good. How many of you have eaten there before?
Is there any way I take a photo?
Sure.
Because Archie was at home and we're missing her.
Dun, dun, dun. This place will be jammed with people in about 2 hours in preparation for the fireworks. I'm sure you want to see the water instead of the walkway in front of me. Let's look back this way. Yes, it's worth the wait at Steak Shack. If you go to Steak Shack in about an hour and 10 minutes or so, grab you a couple of plate lunches, a drink, and sit on those rocks over there and watch the fireworks for free. That's a great date. You're going to get it done for about $60 or less, and it's a great dinner. It depends on how long the wait is. I mean, if the wait's 2 hours, no, nothing's worth that long. But it's never that long. It's usually 30, 45 minutes. They're pretty quick, but it's worth the wait. You know, the actual food quality and food itself is really good. There's a lot of places that have really good food, but a lot of it's about the experience. To say that you ate at the Steak Shack or you ate at Duke's, that's really a big part of it, because Duke's is just as good as just about any other place. But if you're going to eat at a place that's equally as good as Duke's, why not eat at Duke's? You know what I mean? Fort DeRussy is right back behind me. From the Holiday Inn, yeah, but I mean, you'd see fringes of it, I would imagine. I've not been up in Holiday Inn to go to say for sure, but I would just walk the short distance over here and be at the, be right here on the ground, to be honest with you. The Duke's reservation question is an anomaly, to be honest with you. I mean, I would call to get them if you could, but if you don't, then I wouldn't worry about it. I would just show up. You know, many of the times people that are coming here, they're coming from the West Coast or Midwest. So, you know, you're not really going to want to eat at 7 o'clock at night, because that's going to be 11, 12, 1 o'clock your time. So if you go when it's your time, go like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you won't be as hard pressed for a reservation. And they've opened up a lot of seating. I mean, there's the back deck, there's the bar. You know, you can eat at the bar if you like. And if not, go somewhere else, just a couple doors down, then come back and go to Duke's another day. You could go to the breakfast buffet or go to late night eating. There's a bunch of places. And don't forget about these food halls. There's several food halls and markets that are just outstanding. You know, they just do a great job for food quality. And they're, you know, you walk in and you get served right away, and they make it fresh. The Waikiki market, we've talked about that numerous times. I wouldn't think twice about going there for dinner. And they have seating there. They have seating on their second patio or their second floor patio. There's live music down below. They serve mixed drinks. Walk in, walk out, and you're good to go. Great food quality. Pretty reasonably priced, about $16 to $18 for as much food as you want to eat on a plate, that's for sure. You know, I'm just talking from the perspective of someone who's been here a long time, a bunch of other tourist destinations, and have spoken to a lot of people who have done the same. They agree. It just, you know, wing it. You know, come here. Maybe if there's a couple places like Duke's that you definitely want to try and get a reservation at, then give it your best shot. But there's places here that you'll discover that are just as good, if not better, sometimes better locations, sometimes better pricing, and sometimes better quality food. Like Paia. Paia Fish Market is on Kuhio, right across from Marugame Udon, which is another fantastic ramen noodle that you just cannot pass up. But Paia has the best blackened salmon or blackened tuna sandwich I've had ever. Down in Cabo, down in Cancun, everywhere in Hawaii, it's the best one I've had. And I've had it about 6 times, and 4 of those times it's just unbelievably good. And it's Paia, P-A-I-A. It's a Brazilian fish restaurant. Fort DeRussy is straight through there. And this is one of those parks that I talked about in the last stream a couple streams ago about how beautiful this park is. We're just going to walk in here for just a second. There are a number of parks right around this area here that are just beautiful. And they're just so empty. You know, get you a plate lunch from any of the places we were talking about. Come here and have a beautiful picnic. Listen to live music right over there at Halikoa Pool. Hey Rosa, we're at the back of Halikoa Hotel. There's the beach right in front of the Atlantis, and right to the side of Hilton Hawaiian Village, and we're going to walk in there right now. You know, this Tropics restaurant is, you know, it's considered like a, you know, quote chain restaurant, but it's really good. Their appetizers are really what I like. They have an appetizer plate. It's called ahi nachos. Oh my gosh, tough to beat. Tough to beat. Right here's Tropics. If you've been to Hilton Hawaiian Village, you've seen it. I'm probably eating here too. They're prepping for the fireworks over there. If you could see that white van that's parked over right straight through there. That's where they haul the fireworks to and from. It's a real kind of unique and enjoyable feeling I know people get when they arrive here on their arrival date. They're in the reception area up there. It's just loaded up with people right now. Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's happy because they're in the middle of their vacation or it's just started. You know, you kind of get that feeling in the air. So that's what's kind of enjoyable, just to be around just this area, you know. Well, the ocean side of the Rainbow Tower up there. Is that what you're talking about, Tom? Or on the other side? Yeah, I don't want to go walk through the receptionist area. It's busy, and we've done that so many times. Oh, why can't you say shaved ice? Because it's like Dakine and Bretta. You know, they want to have it their own. They want to give it their own signature etymology. You know, they want to say it came from this version of the word or that version of the word. You know, that's my opinion. I mean, I'm not from here, so I don't know. And even if I knew exactly what the real reason was, just because I'm not quote from here, I wouldn't be allowed to say it. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's what she's asking. She's asking, why can't you say shave ice? Actually, you know what? I'm going to ask somebody. And I'll bet you they know. Hi there. I have some people on a live stream that I want to ask you a question, if you can tell me, if you don't mind. Why do you say shave ice and not shaved ice? Do you know why that is?
Why?
No, I'm asking you. You know, you can't say, you can't say, that's it. So, but if someone says shaved ice, you go, but why do you say shave instead of shaved? You say shaved? Did you hear that? She says shaved. You know what? Everything we've ever known is a lie. All right. Oh man. This is we do a live stream for going to Hawaii, and they're watching. I said, I'm gonna ask somebody who's gonna know, because everybody jumps on you when you say shaved ice, shaved ice. So they say you're not from here and you should go to jail or something. But since you're saying it, I'll say it. So it's shaved ice. Thanks. Well, there you go. From people who live here, and they obviously know much better than I do. That's for sure. So I say we start calling it shaved ice, or we open up some restaurants called shaved ice, just so we stand out. How's that? Yes, they are selling those single helicopter toys. You see that little impromptu type question and answer thing we did right there? Obviously, that was very rough and not well thought out, but that's the type of thing we're going to be doing to tourists. I think we're going to try and do that starting Saturday, where we walk up, when we do that thing called 3 questions. They're just going to be live questions. We're asking people how many times they've been to Hawaii, or how long have they been in Hawaii this time. What did they love and what did they not love about their visit so far, and what would they do different from this visit on their next visit? Just so you guys can get a good, good bit of information from people who are actually here on the ground, that have actually gone through the same process you guys are going to be going through, as far as, planning, coming to Hawaii, actually experiencing it. And you'll get it live from the horse's mouth, so to speak. That's Port DeRussy right back over there. Yeah, they do their luau like right over in there. You know, this is a hotel, probably the most famous of the hotels that I've not stayed in. I'm not stayed in this hotel here. All right, guys. Well, that kind of wraps up our random, no plan walk through Waikiki today. Yeah, that's why I haven't stayed there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned some things. I sure did. We're going to probably try and do a live stream tomorrow. We were going to go do a farmer's market, but that's not panning out to do tomorrow, but we'll try and do something maybe Saturday. If you guys have any questions or comments or any suggestions on what you want to do or where you want to go on our next streams, by all means, let us know. Leave comments or leave it in a post on our Facebook group or Facebook page. Okay. All right, guys. We will talk to you later and have a great Friday night. Mahalo.